right, man, let's talk about Detroit Lions receiving core. Right now, as it stands, Tim Patrick is on the practice squad with expectations that I guess when he catches up with the playbook and stuff and he get acclimated, he'll join the receiver core. Excuse me. And right now, you got Jameson Williams, and you got a bunch of slot guys, Khalif Raymond, Isaiah Williams, Say Brown. Can play some outside as well too. So, for the most part, it's only so much you can do with some inside guys. You need guys that can win. Yeah, they can do play action. Yeah, they can bunch them up. They can put guys in motion to try to get them a free release. But ideally, you would love to have two guys on the outside that can just beat press coverage and beat their men on the outside and allow them to do their thing on the inside. So this may force, Ben Johnson to get more creative. This may literally force him to get more creative and, and really use his imagination. I mean, you got the run game and, they're going to be asking them to catch the ball out the backfield a little bit more. And he basically was saying during that last broadcast that Sam Laporta, they really didn't even come close to really doing what they wanted to do with him. So he was just scratching the surface. All right, he was just scratching the surface of what he wanted to be. What he can be in this offense. So there's a lot more creative things that they're gonna throw on his plate. But it's still a cause for concern. I know people say, well, the Chiefs, had a bad receiving core last year and they figured it out. And Andy Reid is a genius, and right now they hottest fish grease, and Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks I've seen. Can't say the same thing about Jared Goff. That's no disrespect. And I can't put Ben Johnson in the same vein as Andy Reid. Okay. But one thing Ben Johnson, I think got over Andy Reid, he don't mind running that football. Sometimes he get away from it. He like to pass on first down. And they have, but he like to run that football. But, Khalif Raymond, he stepped in and started for us, when Goff first got here. And, he's somebody that can do some things down the field, but I wouldn't really classify him as a consistent deep threat. Isaiah Williams, how shifty he is and what he can do with the ball in his hands. I mean, you want to find a way to get the ball in his hands, man. He's one of the guys that's going to be facing the third or fourth best defensive back, or might even have a safety or linebacker on him sometimes. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a lot of burn this season. We've seen running backs and receivers come out of nowhere and they tear it up. So, but the cause for concern is lack of depth, and you got a couple guys, that had durability issues. I mean, Jameson Williams, Tim Patrick now when he get there, So I just feel like there needs to be a little bit more oomph in that receiver room. I mean, if Laporta don't do what he's supposed to do, or St. Brown, it's over with. No matter how good your run game is. So you want to have that depth, and especially for Jared Goff in those pass catching situations, them pass catchers, you need to have them. You know what I'm saying? You need to have them. So I think it's going to be very important for them to go out there and acquire somebody else. I mean, Terrence Marshall, stop being cheap, make it happen. I feel more comfortable with Terrence Marshall, Tim Patrick, Terrence Marshall, Tim Patrick, J-Mo, Khalif, Isaiah Williams, and St. Brown. I understand that's 6 receivers, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think they should feel a lot more comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? And be able to cut the grease, the fat meat somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're only carrying 2 quarterbacks as of right now. Cut a linebacker, cut a safety. I don't know what they want to do as far as that, but how they gonna make the 53-man roster jump? But I would rather be safe than sorry in those positions. But yeah, I mean, and it's gonna be one injury can dismantle the whole thing. But I've said it, before last year, this offense is going to be more deadlier because of the speed they added with Jahmyr Gibbs and the speed they added with Jameson Williams. And now you may see them really put that on display this year. So now you got to respect the speed. If you have to respect Jameson Williams' speed on the outside, and that's deep or underneath, then what you gonna stop? You gonna stop Laporta and St. Brown from killing the intermediate part of the field? You're going to just say, well, Jameson Williams going to have to beat us and make the catches. You know, are we gonna keep some in the box and just say, you know what, we're gonna stop them? So that's what I said before. If they're able to get a guy like Tim Patrick to come in here and he can provide, you know, do what Josh Reynolds can do at the minimum this year, or he can do, you know, take it to church and go, you know, stretch the field a little bit more, then it should be honestly a little bit. It should be a lot interesting. So, but yeah, man. I think the receiving core just need a little bit more oomph at this point, and that's my opinion. Some people might go, "Oh, it's perfectly fine," and it all looks good. You have a draft, you know, fantasy team, or remember you drafted on FanDuel and you look good, but as soon as that slate start, that shit look real ugly. It's like you know, you having a few drinks at the bar and you like, man, you know what? She don't look too bad, right? You get home, boy, you mad that shooting just like, you know, give her a 2-pump special in the parking lot, or you mad you just didn't go home, or y'all can get a hotel or something. Yeah, everybody team look good until the lock times come. Everybody team look good until the lock times coming. So you have to lock your slate. You can't change them out. Everybody look good, bro. But yeah, on a serious note, dude, yeah, they got some. I'm to be honest, if I had to say, you know, they kept the receiving core the way they do. The unsung hero, I'm telling y'all this right now, that receiving core, or let's say the pass catching core, the saving grace. This is 3 things they can fall back on. 3 guys. The saving grace is gonna be Isaiah Williams, number 1. He gonna be somebody they might have to fuck around and depend on. Excuse my language. He gonna be a saving grace. I think if it's a backup to that saving grace, it's gonna be Gibbs catching the ball out the backfield. And I think another guy that may also bring a lot of that may be able to save their ass is Brock Wright. What Brock Wright can do, all 3 of them. This is the important key about these three pass catchers, right? This is the most important thing about them. They all can do something with the ball after the catch. They all yak guys. We seen what Brock Wright did versus the Jets. He healthy this year. We see what Jahmyr Gibbs, we know what he can do. And what Isaiah Williams can do with the ball after the catch. You know, and Donovan Peoples-Jones really effed us over, but I don't know what it is. It could be an injury. Sometimes you just mentally check out. So, you know, I wish him the best, man. And it's always going to be Detroit love. So, but honestly, I think they need a little bit more oomph. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase the chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, and Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Peace.